Welcome back to my channel. This is Tati, aka Fruits of Living. Thank you guys so much for following me on this journey. I wanted to touch a little bit on decision making, right? Making decisions from a place that's authentic. We'll talk a little bit about that. Have some coffee with me. When making decisions, it's important for us to have a clear mind of where we're headed and why, and to continue to have that reason, to continue to keep that in mind, because you're gonna get distracted along the way, right? It could be applied to anything. Like I mentioned in another video, it could be applied to when you're going to the gym. If your new goal is to get healthy and to get fit, you're gonna have a shit ton of distractions along the way. It's up to you to remember your end goal. You have to remember to go to the gym. You have to remember to eat well. And not just remember, but take action steps that will get you there. So it's combining action with intention. Having the intention that you want to be healthier, but also having your actions align with that. Because you are going to get distracted. You will have things happening out of the blue and things will come up. But the only thing that's going to get you through, that's going to get you to the gym, is you keeping in mind of why you're doing what you're doing. So the why, having that reason, why am I doing this? Because the why, if it's not big enough, you're probably not going to do it. It has to be important. It has to be important for you. Like for me, I know the gym. My why of why I kept going, or why I keep going, is because I like to look at myself in the mirror and feel good about myself. I don't like to look at myself in the mirror and not feel good about myself. Why am I doing it? So I can look good. So I can feel good. So I cannot be tired when I go on hikes. Having the reason why is what's going to keep you going. Knowing your why. Now, when you first start going to the gym, I know I keep using the gym as an example, but it's the perfect example because we all struggle with it. When you first start going, you're not going to look good in the mirror. You're just not. It's going to take a while, 6 months, a year, maybe longer. Usually 6 months to a year. You should start seeing some improvement if you're doing it right. So for the first few months that there are no results, that you don't see any changes, it's just you and you. You got to keep yourself in check and reminding yourself of why you're doing it. Hey, I'm doing this so I can look good in the mirror. I'm doing this so I can feel good. I'm doing this so I look good. You know what I'm saying? So like when I go to that pool party, like I could confidently take my shirt off and just like flex. You know, like those little things, like it's gonna make you feel good. You gotta remember the bigger reason, the bigger why. That's what's gonna help you in your decision making and not be distracted by what comes up. This is like a constant battle for me with decision making. I struggle with decision making all the time. You know, like I swear I have decision making fatigue. I have decision making fatigue sometimes because I'm like, all right, where am I going? Where am I going and why? Now it's bigger than the gym for me, these decisions, because they're kind of life path questions and more internal. But The same thing that I said applies. If I know my why, I'm not gonna get distracted along the way. Now hold on, let me backtrack on that. It's possible that I get distracted. And it's possible that I play around with a few things here and there. Right? It's possible that you can stop going to the gym for a week or two. And you're like, all right, like I need a break, or like, you know, I'm tired. I need a break. I've been going hard. I just need a break. That's fine. As long as you get back on the treadmill. Get back on the wagon, right? It's the same thing for me. Sometimes when I get distracted, it blurs my perception of where I'm going, because the distraction was fun, right? Like you had fun laying on the couch for a few weeks. You had fun eating out a little bit more with your friends, and then you start getting comfortable, and then you forget your reason why, and then you start feeling bad about yourself again. But it's okay. Like it's okay as long as you get back on your path. Get back on it, and don't get hung up on like, damn, I shouldn't have ate X, Y, and Z. I shouldn't have got distracted along the way. You know, it's gonna happen. We're human. Like distractions, like, you know, we're like squirrels sometimes. We just get distracted. A lot of us have ADHD and we have short attention span. But that's the more reason why having the why is important. And it's like, if it does happen, if you do get off track, just get back on it. Just get back on it. Don't worry about, you know, the should haves, you know. Fuck all that. Just get back on, and that's it. That's what keeps you going on your path. That's what keeps me going. It's having my why. It has to be big enough. It has to be a good reason. It has to be heartfelt. You really gotta want it. Let me know, what are some of the things that get you off your path? And ask yourself why. And give yourself a big enough why. Why you're doing it, you know? It really is knowing your why. And not just knowing it, but keeping it. Like constantly remembering it. Because life's gonna happen. You will be distracted. But it's constantly coming back, constantly coming back. That's the key. That's the key to getting anything in life that's worth fighting for. That's worth it. Anything that's worth it for you, you're gonna have challenges along the way. The key is to continue. Remember your why and continue down that path. And I promise you, the little things every day that you do add up. They really, really do. It's a compound effect. It's a compound effect over time. You know, going to the gym once, 3 times a week is more than not going at all, right? So those little 3 days build up over time, and guess what? 3 days over a year are a lot more. You know, that's a lot of days that you kept yourself healthier, you know? And the more that I do these videos, it's like, okay, the more videos I make, over time, it's going to compound and eventually it'll be something. But it's going to be slow in the beginning, and I understand that. I understand that it can be a slow process, but it applies to anything that's worth fighting for you. Well, thank you guys for tuning in, listening. Blessings, and comment, like, and subscribe.